Hey guys.
Hey guys, we're back at it once again, and I am here to once again talk about GTA 6, guys. GTA 6. Um, and I've had some time to think about this, and I think that GTA 6 is going to be our generation's the fucking music. I can anyway. My reasoning for this is really simple. That GTA 6 is going to be our generation's San Andreas. Now, you look at the first three GTAs that came out. Ergo, I'm talking about GTA 3, Vice City, and then San Andreas, not including Vice City stories and Liberty City stories, of course. But my whole logic behind this is that those first three. So GTA 3 was the blueprint, Vice City was the improvement, and then of the 3D era, San Andreas was the pinnacle. Now we're in the HD era, and GTA 4 was the blueprint, GTA 5 was the improvement, GTA 6 is going to be doing the same thing again, being the masterpiece, where the engine is perfected and they know how to do it. You know, um, I think we're going to see a lot of implementation of mechanics from Red Dead, a lot of that realism mechanics, along with a lot of things, interactable bits like mini games, stuff like we saw in San Andreas. Uh, we're going to most likely see some form of RPG elements to an extent. Um, my guess is that my guess is that with those RPG elements that we're going to see, it's going to be stuff like um, it's going to be like I said, stuff like actual um sorry guys, feeling a little off. Yeah, big dinner. Anyway, like I said, we're going to see a weight mechanic, a food mechanic, things like that. Um, you know, uh, we're probably going to see like crazy car customization is my guess. I'm thinking as detailed, if not probably more detailed than GTA 5. Um, I think it's going to be a revolution in how the AI technology works. Um, and there's even I've seen some speculation they might even bring back the burglary mini game from San Andreas in more detailed and specific ways. I mean, we do know from some design stuff that's been seen before that there's talk about a fence mechanic, um, similar to what we had in Red Dead 2. So I don't know. From my perspective, I think this is going to be our generation's San Andreas. So again, some people may disagree with me on that, but I think my thinking on it is correct. Like I said, GTA 3 was that blueprint, Vice City was the improvement, San Andreas was the ultimate. Now we have GTA 4 being the blueprint, you know, basically innovating. Then we have GTA 5 where it's the big winner because and now we have 6 going to be the ultimate. I mean, GTA 3 sold really well, but Vice City was really that undeniable smash hit. Same thing with GTA 4 and GTA 5. Um, 4 was really popular and it sold really well, but 5 was that smash hit. So I think we're going to see this cyclical rate as technology moves on with GTA games. So, I mean, you wonder what's next for the next generation trilogy. because I think it's just going to be like this from now on, where we have these cyclical rates of design and development for the games. Um, Again, it's pure speculation on my part, but I think it makes a lot of sense, and I think some of y'all will agree with me. Um, Again, sorry for my rambling. Like I said, I'm not feeling 100% today. Um, Big dinner and just been feeling kind of nasty since yesterday. There's a bunch of wildfire smoke in the air, so I think it's starting to affect affect how I feel, if I'm being honest. Anyways, guys, you know, let me hear your speculations down in the comments, and let me see what you think. You got anything to add, Mike? Any opinions, sir?
I mean, personally, I don't think GTA 6 is going to be as blockbuster of a game as maybe we all anticipated, maybe just simply because of the fact like they lost one of their core writers and core creators of the previous games. You
Oh,
know,
you
they
think you talk about Leslie Benzies, or you talk about Dan Hauser?
Dan Hauser mainly, but yeah, yeah, I think it's going to have definitely an impact on culture of how the game will represent itself, and it might be a little bit of a shock to all of us when we actually get that um, game in our hands, hopefully physically, let's say. Uh,
I don't think we're going to get it physically. I think we're going to be stuck with what we're stuck with.
I think you're
Maybe.
I think you're probably right.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm completely wrong, but I think this is the real one. Admittedly, as much as I hate to say it, the disc drive on the PS5 feels like such a freaking afterthought. Like I was putting Red Dead Redemption 1 in the console for the first time in a while. The way they have it set up when if your console's sitting on the side is so freaking annoying. It's hard to tell which side is up if you're
Yeah,
not thinking about it.
I made that mistake too. When my cousin got his PS5, he actually had it upside down for the most part because he thought that
Yeah,
was the normal way the disc was supposed to go in. Because usually the fatter part of the console is where you expect the disc to be read, right? That's like a normal
yeah, yeah,
instinct, but it's the opposite, right? So yeah, no,
yeah.
I agree. It definitely feels like an afterthought.
But my hope is that we'll still see some form of physical gaming. You know, I don't want to see it all go. As much as I love Steam, I don't want to see it all go that way, man. There's something about actually going somewhere and picking up a game and holding a physical box in your hand that I do miss. Because you remember when GTA 5 came out, how excited we were. We both rushed to GameStop to get our copies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
I
it was
I
like,
remember being
it was
ID'd for it too.
a freaking event.
Yep.
Yeah, you could get it on your own at that point. I had to wait. Or, yeah, you could get it on your own. I couldn't.
No,
Actually,
no, they
I don't.
refused to sell it to me. My dad had to come in.
I think they knew my mom and they just said okay because she was in the car and she didn't want to get out of the car.
Uh, uh,
Because it was that one over on Navajo Road the one that used to be there. Remember?
think so.
Anyway, it's the one that's the UPS store now. Anyway,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. The the one next to the Wells Fargo where that is now, and the Starbucks.
yes, 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 yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, I remember that one. I used to love that
But
GameStop.
it was the best one in town.
Oh yeah, hands
But
down.
anyway, point being is, I mean, I don't know. People have said, well, a lot of the leadership's gone. Something like 80% of the developers that developed GTA 4 are still on the actual development team. So I think a lot of I think GTA 6 is going to have a far more serious story than GTA 5. I liken GTA 5 to being like a blockbuster movie, whereas GTA 6 is the more serious follow up, you know. But I mean, you look at as for people that have left the company and people are concerned it's not going to be the same. I mean, look at what Leslie Benzies made after leaving Rockstar, frickin' Mind's Eye, and we see all the problems with that. So,
Exactly.
you know, it does make you wonder what exactly the future of. I I think Rockstar is going to slam it out of the park. I think it will never be as truly incredible as people think it's going to be, but I think it's going to be pretty damn good, at least in my opinion.
Here's hoping
Yeah,
that's true, especially with the darker tones. I hope it's not as
yeah,
cartoony as Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
that's kind of my hope too. Um, I think GTA does best when it has a bit of a serious story. You know, let's be honest, if we want a cartoony, over the top GTA type game, might as well just reboot Saints Row again. Well, we see
My thoughts
how
exactly.
that was last time, admittedly. But I mean, I think Saints Row 2 was the pinnacle for Saints Row, but that's another topic for another video. Um, any closing thoughts you're thinking, Mike?
No, no, that's about it on my end as far as I'm concerned with it. I'm just hoping it'll be a good game. We waited a long time,
I
went
hope
through a
so,
lot
and
of delays.
dude, it's crazy to think it's been almost 14 months since the last trailer.
Pretty soon it'll be 14 years since the last game.
Yeah, which is kind of insane to think about. I mean,
Yeah,
when we were kids, those things were coming out every other year.
three
Sure.
major ones were actually on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
We had two
and I
on the
mean
PS3.
you had other games coming out in between those, like Manhunt. You know, it's like you had Manhunt and Bully coming out in between GTA's. It's like they had a. I think a lot of it has become Rockstar feels that they need to be the dominant force in the industry. They cannot slip up and produce something of any slight subpar quality. It has to be perfect 100% every time. If it's not perfect, they don't want to ship it.
And you see
They
what that
don't want
does
to
to
lose that
industries?
status.
It's horrible.
No, no 100%. I think if GTA 6 is bad and it fails, the industry crashes. It'll be 1983 all over again.
I think it'll be that
Um,
bad.
if GTA ends up flopping, hell yeah, it'll be that bad. You'll see the entire industry like probably die for several years. Major companies will close their doors and never reopen. And I
Naughty
think
Dog
that's
hasn't made a game in a while either. But that Last of Us 2 backlash probably played a big role in it.
it didn't help. But I also think Naughty Dog has just they need a new series. They can't rest. See, that is the biggest problem that a lot of these companies have is they rest on their laurels. They keep making the same franchise after same franchise. GTA, the only reason you get away with GTA being something new every time is because you can have these massive leaps in technology. I don't think GTA would be as much of a powerhouse had they released GTA 6 in, say, 2016, 2017, because the technology just hadn't changed enough. Now I think it's really down to like you have to revolutionize the industry every time you produce something, or it doesn't work. Because you look at the innovations between something like, say, technological innovations between The Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2, it's pretty impressive. Regardless of what you think of the game, it is technologically impressive. You look at something like Infamous
They had
1,
full skeletons, I'm pretty sure, in The Last of Us 2. It was
I believe so. I believe so. I mean, you look at something like the first Dead Island game that came out versus Dead Island 2 that came out a couple of years ago, and it's like it's night and day difference. It's revolutionary. Um, my hope is that GTA will continue to innovate their tech. Rockstar continues to innovate the technology, make it better every single time, and that'll keep pushing the industry forward. But it's also a question of how long can they do it. I think eventually they're going to have to come out with something, either a new title in an older property like Bully or Manhunt, though I doubt Manhunt would ever be considered ever in today's age. I just don't think you could get away with. I mean, you look at some of the way developers were talking about when they were making Manhunt 2, how gross they felt making it. I don't think they could actually do it. Bully, on the other hand, they might just be able to pull some magic and make a second Bully, but we'll see. I really hope we don't get another Red Dead. I just don't know where you go for the franchise from here, and I don't want to see them milk that franchise because that's just there's only so much cowboy you can do. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Um, But, hey guys, that's just my 2 cents. Please remember, we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2026 and cannot do it without you. So please, please do us all a favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Um, please check out some of our other videos. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all in the very near future.